Jesus laughed a lot. Each of us has our own concept of Jesus. As for me, I think he laughed a lot. Yes, I think Jesus threw his head back with a wide, winsome smile and laughed heartily from the gut, and I think he did it often. I know it doesn't say so in Scripture, but still I imagine that the one who hung out with fishermen, a doctor and a former tax collector, shared some mighty amusing stories around the campfire on hot summer evenings. And I wouldn't be surprised if he himself occasionally bore the brunt of good-natured razzing in tales about carpentry projects gone awry, wobbly tables or squeaky floorboards. Often a guest at parties and weddings, Jesus was accused of being a wine-bibber and glutton. A person isn't likely to get those kinds of invitations and that kind of reputation by being dour and prune-faced. And speaking of wine, I'm quite certain no joyless individual would have been inclined to turn H2O into the fruit of the vine so a wedding feast could proceed with expected merrymaking and no embarrassment to the host. Oh, I'm sure Jesus was great fun to be with, that mothers handed their babies to him, that he kissed them and blessed them, made funny faces, chucked their chins, and tickled their tummies to cause them to giggle and coo. It's recorded that little children flocked to him. I picture them climbing upon his lap and Jesus bouncing them on his knees as he told stories about Jonah and Daniel. I'll bet he even tossed a ball back and forth with the neighborhood boys once in a while. And when someone approached him with despair and grief and longing, my mind's eye sees him wrapping his arms around the one in need, turning sorrow to gladness. Oh, it's true, Jesus got plenty stirred up with righteous indignation, even knocked over vendor tables in the temple courts, and vented anger vehemently at hypocritical Pharisees. But this was the world his Father created and loved so much that he sent him here to save. Yes, I'm sure he laughed a lot, in spite of the fact the dreaded cross stood before him, because he knew his mission and of the joy to come. Indeed, the joy for what he would accomplish for us was already in him. So he knew there was a time to laugh and there was a time not to. Therefore, Jesus was profoundly serious when he needed to be serious. Profoundly serious indeed.